Welcome, friend. Settle in, get comfortable, and close your eyes if you wish. Tonight, we travel back in time, nearly 2,000 years ago, to explore what life was like for the iron-hearted men of the Roman legions, but not in battle. No, tonight, we uncover how Roman soldiers spent their moments of calm, their rare, precious free time. You may imagine a world of constant war and conquest, and indeed, the Roman legions were the backbone of an empire that spanned continents. But even the most hardened soldier needed time to rest, reflect, and find some comfort away from the sound of clashing swords. Let us begin. Before we dive into leisure, let's understand what a day looked like for a Roman soldier. Whether stationed in Gaul, Britannia, or the sun-soaked roads of Hispania, his day began early, often at dawn. Trumpets would sound, summoning troops to formation. They trained rigorously, marching, weapons drills, building fortifications, and maintaining their gear. Discipline was everything. Meals were simple: bread, porridge, beans, occasionally salted meat, and of course wine, always diluted with water. Duty came first, leisure came after. When soldiers had free time, one of their first destinations was often the public bath. Romans loved their baths: hot, warm, and cold rooms, steam, massages, and a good scrape, with a strigil to remove dirt and sweat. It wasn't just about hygiene. It was social. A place to gossip, to relax, to talk politics, or joke with comrades. Picture steam rising, the gentle murmur of voices, the splash of water. After cleaning up, many would pass the time with games. Dice games were extremely popular, even though technically illegal. Soldiers would wager coins, wine, or favors. Tabula, an early form of backgammon, was also enjoyed. Laughter, shouts of victory, the clink of coins changing hands, scenes of camaraderie and competition. Even off duty, the Roman soldier kept his edge sharp, not with a gladius, but with cunning and luck. Surprisingly, many Roman soldiers were literate, especially officers. Writing letters to loved ones back home was common. Soldiers penned requests, shared stories, or simply sent their greetings. Some read poetry or copies of Virgil's Aeneid. Even in rough camps, knowledge and emotion had their place. Archaeologists have found wooden tablets with personal messages, preserved across centuries, bearing names, nicknames, inside jokes, even complaints about cold feet and bad food. While soldiers weren't technically allowed to marry, many formed long-term relationships with local women. Children were born, bonds were made. These unofficial families lived outside the forts, in communities called canabae. Soldiers visited them when off duty, bringing bread, sharing wine, spending evenings together. These were stolen moments of normalcy, of warmth, laughter, and love. Roman soldiers were surprisingly creative. Some carved intricate designs into their shields or armor. Others made music, flutes, lyres, and simple drums. Music soothed the spirit, connected men from different lands. Some painted or wrote poetry. You may imagine a hardened centurion softly playing a reed pipe as the sun set behind the walls of the camp. In free time, many soldiers prayed or gave offerings to the gods. Mars, god of war, was revered, but also Jupiter, Mithras, or local deities. They visited temples, made small shrines, lit incense, or carved prayers into stone. Religion brought order and comfort in an uncertain world. Evenings often ended with drinks shared among friends. Wine flowed freely. Stories were told, some true, others wildly exaggerated. They laughed about misadventures, mocked officers behind their backs, or spoke of home. One would play a tune, another would hum. It was their escape. These nights around a fire were the soul of the Roman military brotherhood. So there you have it. Behind the armor and iron discipline, Roman soldiers were human, craving laughter, love, and comfort, just like us. Their free time was rare but sacred, filled with friends, games, warmth, and rest. Now, dear listener, rest easy yourself. Let the world of ancient Rome drift away, and may your dreams be filled with quiet moments from history. Good night and sleep well.